Hello everyone, so welcome back to again one of my YouTube channels and on my Facebook. Today the prompt of you I have sitting here for making out again a new story from the book of 10th class, and that book name is here Footprints Without Feet. Which topic about today I have to see over the beyond of you. That topic name is here Bholi. This is very hilarious sort of the story from the book of 10th class. The student who is reading 10th class, first of all I would like to tell you my all student, you must watch this video concept. As far as this video concept will be provided by me, you don't leave it watching. If you will be watching one on one, then sure I am telling to you, in all of your minds will have lots of the sentences, lots of the words for talking, whether for chatting with each another. Nowadays the students are muddling so much while talking. What is the reason about of that? Just I am going to take the front all of you. You must follow of it. Now the people are practicing little bit and they are wanting to get great attainment. Then how great attainments will come in all of your life? If you're wanting to get great accomplishment in your life, then all of you will have to practice to much more and most. Then great experience will be acquired in your mind, and you will be eligible for making traction with any person without waffling, without hesitating, and you can talk with any person with confidently. But nowadays the people also are keeping what? Diffident. If you keep up any diffident inside of the mind, inside of the heart, then from that space you will not be able to expose of those kinds of the thing which you will want to have to each and other people. So while speaking, you do not keep up any abasement inside of the mind. Do not keep up any suspense inside of the mind. You always keep up your minds like of abatement. You keep always excitement of your minds while talking. Then all of the sentences will come out from your tongue to being to very correct, and you will feel to very proud while talking. Which information I have given of you at the beginning of this video, you follow in your daily life, and you use different kinds of the word or sentences in English to English while speaking. Now let me come to the point about of that point. Just I am going to have to you. What is the topic the front of you? The topic here Holi. First of all of you have to understand here which Holi that is coming in the subtitle of that chapter. What is telling the meaning of that Holi? Holi means, what do you understand? Means Holi is any words, Holi is any name? No, Holi is not any word. Holi is here name of a girl. Holi, who is coming in this story about of that, just I am going to tell to you. When Holi was a girl, when Holi was born, at that time she was very pretty, she was good looking. When she became 8 months, at that time she had fallen down from the cot and damaged some part of her brain. Again new incident came in the life of Holi when again she came at the age of 2 years. At that time just a small pox was attacked permanently body of Holi. Only eyes were remained, and in whole parts of the body had been attacked through a smallpox, and she started to look to very awkward. She was not good looking. She was looking to very bad. When Wally became like to speak, and when she started to speak, at that time just she started to stutter. She started to stammer. Means one word she started to repeat many times, and she was speaking like this the front of anyone. When the people were listening of her spoken words or sentences, also the people started to imitate of her spoken words or sentences. And Wally was feeling at that moment to very bored. She was feeling to very bad. So Wally was not talking too much with each another person. She started to live like in simple mode. If any persons who asked of any kinds of the meter, the front of the body, then Wally was not answering to speaking. Wally was only nodding, and only she was talking through the help of hinting. That's why the people you tell to her Wally. But when she was 10 months, at that times her name was Sulekha, means her childhood name was Sulekha. And when she started to stutter, and when she was not speaking too much each and other people, at that time the people started to say her Wali. Wali means you are knowing already of that the person who is living in very simple mode. The girl who is living in very simple mode, those girls also are called like a Wali. In the same way, also Wali was here. Now, I am going to tell about our Wali's family related. Wali was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. Wali's eldest sister name was Mangla and second sister name was Radha and third was Champa. And in fourth, Wali was coming. And also she had three brothers. Those all brothers already had gone in any bigger city for getting of higher education. And also Ramlal, who is coming in this story, Ramlal was the father of Wali, and he was very well-to-do landlord. He was like of any headman of that village. The people were most liking of Ramlal. Means Ramlal had not lack any kinds of the things for eating or drinking. Means in other way you can say that he was prosperous person. When Wali became at the age of 7, at that times her eldest sister Mangla got married, and second sister name was Radha, also her marriage was settled. And in when her eldest sister marriage happened in the same year, in her village there was opened one girls primary school. When that school was opening, at that moment Tahsildar Sahab invited of Ramlal, means Wali's father, for participating in that opening ceremony of that girls primary school. And Ramlal had participated in that opening of that school. When Ramlal participated in that opening of that school ceremony, then Tahsildar Sahab is telling to Ramlal, you listen carefully, all of the people are knowing to very well about of you. First of all, I would like to tell to you, you first of all, you send the four daughter in this school for reading. If you will send the four daughter to read in this school, then looking of our daughter coming in this school, more any people will want to send off their daughter to read in this school. Because in the previous time, if any girls who would go to school, then the people used to make fun. That's why the girls were not going to a school for reading, and the girls were not wanting to read, to going in any school. But now Tahsildar Sahab is wanting to change of this system from the village area. That's why Tahsildar Sahab is telling to Ramlal, first of all, you will have to send your daughter in this school for reading. If the people will see to coming of a daughter to read in this school, then all of the guardian will be motivated, and after motivating also they will keep desire to send of their daughter to read in this school. Otherwise no any people will want to send of their daughter in this school for reading if you will not send of your daughter. Then like this matter, it was advised by Tahsildar Sahab. When Ramlal heard of this kinds of the matter, for some time Ramlal became too sad, and he started to think that what to do this time. Now I got in very big problem, means I involved in very big problem. Like this matter started to move in the mind of Ramlal, and Ramlal, he is coming to home after from that school's opening ceremony, and he is slept on the cot. When he slept on the cot, then just Bholi's mother comes, and Bholi's mother asks to Ramlal, you tell to me, why are you unhappy today? I think there is really something wrong to you, that's why you are unhappy. When Ramlal heard of that kinds of the matter through the mouth of Bholi's mother, then just Ramlal is telling to nodding, yes, of course, I am in very depressions, because like this matter has been with me, that's why I am in worry. I am in worry mind. After that, just Bholi's mother is telling to Ramlal, you tell to me which kinds of the problems has come to you about of that problem. Also, you share to me. If you share of that kinds of the problem, then depression will be decreased from our mind. So you should share of that kinds of the problem with me. After that, Ramlal started to recite of that all meter which was told by Tahsildar Sahab in that opening ceremony of a school. When Bholi's mother heard of that meter, means you will have to send a for daughter in this school for reading. Then just Bholi's mother is telling to Ramlal, why are you worrying about this matter? Who was my eldest daughter, Mangla, already she has got marriage, and which is the second daughter, her name is Radha. Actually also her marriage has been settled, but there is coming third Champa, but we have not need to send off that Champa for reading in that school. I have to send other daughter to read in that school. Who is she? She is Bholi, because she is not good looking or nor intelligent. She is not good looking nor intelligent because she is not talking too much with each and other, and always she lives exactly in dirty way. Exactly, she lives in very peace mind. So all of the family members, also we all family members live in circle of Bholi for maintaining of her lifestyle. So why not? We should send off Bholi in that school for reading. When she will go in a school, then her school teachers will be made in circle of her. Like this matter, it was told by Bholi's mother. Ramlal heard these kinds of the matter, and Ramlal is also telling that you are telling right. Of course, I should send Bholi in that school for reading. Also, the Tahsildar Sahab can't say to me, means you did not send off your daughter in this school for reading. But just Ramlal listening of this idea, just Ramlal is telling to Bholi's mother, at first you make bath of Bholi, and after making bath of Bholi, you get wear of any new clothes, means any clean clothes, and you interest in my hands for taking away in a school. Just Bholi's mother's made bath of that Bholi, and also actually her hair, means Bholi hair was made like of material, as you see of any devotees here, as you see of any Sankara and all Sankara's material. In the same way, also the hair of Bholi it was made, but that material it was broken by her mother, and when she started to bath, Bholi was feeling to herself that I think it is coming my good day for my life. In the previous times, no any family members were carrying the back of Bholi, but today she is getting very good day in her life, which she is being bathed by her mother, and also on the body of Bholi there is used some oil. But when she finished after wearing of that cloth and all, but that cloth also she did not wear of any new cloth. Also she has put one of that dress, which dress was descended by her eldest sister. That descended cloth she has used, means she has put one. After putting one, that just Ramlal is telling to Bholi, let's come to me a school, means let's come to a school. When Ramlal told like that meter, and Bholi heard of this meter, then Bholi just, she is thinking that my God, my father is telling to me, let's come to a school. What is meaning of a school? What is a school? What happens the means of a school? Means Bholi is thinking like this matter inside of her mind, because she was not knowing about of a school and all, what becomes a school. But when Ramlal told like that meter, then just she started to think of that. I think before some years, my father was taken away Lakshmi cow in the market for selling. I think In the same way, like of that Lakshmi, my father is taking away me in the market for selling. As that Lakshmi cow, again she did not come back in my home. In the same way, I think also from today I will not come back in this house. So she is refusing, she is denying, and she is telling that na 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 no. When she is telling na 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 no no, then just Ramlal is catching the hand of Wali and he is telling, let's come to me, otherwise I will beat of you. When she started to say na 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 no 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 no, then just Ramlal shouted on her and told, let's come back to me. And after catching of her hand wrist, just Ramlal is taking away in a school. When Ramlal reached in the school, then just Ramlal is interesting of her daughter in the hand of headmistress. And when she Wali saw in that inside of that classroom, like of her age, so many girls had sitting, and all of the girls were reading. Some of the girls were writing, some of the girls were reading. When she looked up like a her age girl, for some time she became too happy and she thought that I have not come in market, I have come in any better place for getting better things. And after means just Ramlal interested of this Wali in the hand of headmistress, and headmistress told to Ramlal, now it is my responsibility to give the education of your daughter. Now you can go. Ramlal again came back to home, and Wali is left in the school. Just headmistress is telling Wali, now you go inside of the classroom and you sit in that corner seat. Wali is gone in that corner seat and she is sitting. But now Wali is looking all of the children's reading, and when Wali looked of all the children reading, then she was nothing understanding what are they doing. What is being done by these all children, she was not understanding. Only she has sitting in the corner and she is looking the way of wall, because that wall was full plate with pictures. Means there was drawn picture, and that pictures she looking which kinds of the pictures it was drawn on the wall of that in the wall of that a school wall. About of that just I am going to have to you. There was made the picture goat, cow, horse and parrot. When she looked up the picture of cow, just she started to imagining, just she started to think, oh, this cow is just looking like of my Lakshmi cow which was sold by my father, and this goat is just looking like of my neighborhood's goat. Means she is imagining about of that old picture after looking, and now she is looking that parrot, and now the parrot she is imagining, oh, this parrot is just looking like of our garden's parrot, and this horse is just looking like of that Tahsildar Sahab who used to come in our village to riding in this same horse. I think this is the same horse of Tahsildar Sahab. Like this thing it is thought by Wali to sitting on her seat. After that, just headmistress is going the near of Wali, and just headmistress is giving the voice, hello baby, stand up. After that, just Wali stood up on her seat, and headmistress is asking it first to tell to me what is your name. Wali is telling, my name is bha 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 bho 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 bha 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 bho bho bho. Like this she started to stutter. Means she could not tell her name exactly well. Means when she could not tell well of the name of that Wali, then she started to weep. She started to feel to herself very shyness. When she started to feel to very shyness, then headmistress understood of her lackness, and headmistress told, okay, let's sit down. After that, just she is sitting on her seat, And again, headmistress started to teach to another children. And when a school got leaving, all of the children fled away from that room, but only Bholi was remained in that classroom. And just headmistress is coming the ear of Bholi, and she is talking with very sweet voice and asking, "You tell to me now what is your name?" But again, Bholi is efforting for telling the name of her. Then she is telling, "My name is Bha Bha Bho 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 Bho." When she started to repeat like this meter, Bha Bha Bho 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 Bho, just headmistress is giving patience her. Okay, okay, you do more endeavor, you do more effort. Like this meter, it was told by headmistress. Finally, she became success to telling of her name, and finally she told Bha 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 Bho 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 Bholi. When she became to success to tell of her name, then also she felt to herself that till now in my life I have never told of any completed words, but today I told my name to completely the front of the headmistress. Also, it is very big matter for my life. And just as headmistress is telling to worry, you do not worry for any matter. You don't take any worry. You live always carefree, and you used to come every day in this school for reading. If you have any kinds of the problem, you share to me. I am just like of our friends. And she talked with her like a friendly manner. And just headmistress took out an alphabet book, and she is giving in the hand of Wally, and she is telling, let's see of this book. In this books there are so many pictures, and just below of that pictures it has written the word of Daito. Picture means A for apple. There was made the picture of apple, and just below of that apple picture there was written with black letters APPLE. Like this, that book was written, and now headmistress is explaining to Wally, you will have to read of this book. When you will complete of this book reading, then I will give of you more and more bigger and bigger book. Like this, I will go to give of you some more and more bigger book in your life. Wally felt very nice after listening the voice of headmistress, and headmistress is telling, okay, now you can go home, and going to home you study. After that, she is realizing to herself, in that school, I think a school is more better than my house. In the house she was not getting any font, she was not getting of any love, but in a school throughout the headmistress she is getting very much love. So she is incited to herself, and just she is desire to herself, I will have to come to school every day, and I will have to read. And when she came out from that classroom and went on the road, today she is playing to herself, that means all of the bell of the temples of my village, it is ringing automatically. She is feeling to very pleasure to herself when she was coming to home from the school. And when she came to home from the school, then she is dreaming, and she is thinking about of the matter of that headmistress. Like this, year to years it was going to pass, and she was going to succeed in every class. But one day I am going to tell to you of the second stage about of this story. One day Ramnal comes his home at evening, and that day Wally is on the court, and that court is in the corner of that house courtyard. And it on that course she has laid, and actually she has not slept, means she is in waking mode. And now Ramlal is talking inside of the house with Wally's mother. What to say today? One, Wally's proposal has come through of Bisamranath. But what are you telling about of this matter? But when Wali mother heard these kinds of the matter, means any person is wanting to marriage with Wali, then it is a very big matter for her life, because she was looking to very awkward. She was not looking too good. That's why no any persons was wanting to marriage with her. And if any person who is wanting to marriage with her, it is very great matter for the life of Wali. After that, Wali's mother is asking, okay, if he is wanting to marriage with Wali, then you tell to me, how is he? Just Ramwal is telling what to say. He is wanting to marriage, but I have heard about of him. He has also grandson or granddaughter, but he has lots of the money in bank. He has lots of property. Like this matter I have thought. But there is coming to third matter, just he is looking like of my age, and he is little bit lame. Means he hobbles while going. When this matter Wali's mother heard, then just Wali's mother said, for any male 50 or 55, 50 or 55 age, that is not enough. And if that person is wanting to marry with Wali, but I am telling to you, Wali Bapu, you just be ready for get marriage of Wali. But now Wali mother is asking, you tell to me actually who is coming here, bridegrooms for my Wali, and his name was Bisamranath. Actually, he is wanting to marriage without dowry, whether she will take dowry for marrying. Just Ramlal is telling he is not wanting to take off any dowry, and he is wanting to marriage with Wali. But when Wali mother heard of that matter, just Wali mother is telling, you just be ready for get marriage of her, and all of the matters of the marriage, it is settled. When marriage matter that is settled, then just next day marriage party comes in the home of Bholi, and all of the sister of Bholi also, they all see of Bholi's marriage. Now Bisamranath is coming the home of Ramlal to bringing brass band, and also he is coming to riding one decorated horse. The brass band persons are coming to playing of that band, and all of the people are coming to dancing, and all of the members of marriage party are coming to taking enjoy. When all of the sister of Wali saw that members of marriage party, just the all sister started to envy on Wali's marriage. They all started to think of that, my God, like this marriage we have not done, as today Wali is going to marriage. Like this matter, it was thought by each daughter of each sister of Wali, and they all are envying one's Wali's marriage. At last, what happens when the moments of marriage that comes? Just the priest says, let's bring bride in this canopy. And when Bholi is brought in that canopy, and she is makeup, she is decorated red silk sari, and when she is brought in the canopy, means Bholi is brought in the canopy by any woman, then just the moment comes for Varmala, which you say that means when Wali stood up on her place, and just she is keeping of that garland in her hands for putting on, and just when she goes for putting on that garland in the neck of Bisamranath, any of the back women of Wali, just any of the women slides of the wheel of Wali, and her face comes exactly in clear. But when she puts on that garland, and when the turn comes for Bisamranath for putting of that garland in the neck of Bholi, then just Visamranath looks the face of Bholi, and when he looked up, very big black pock marks on the face of Bholi, just his hand is stuck in that place, and he started to look to very carefully. When he started to look to very carefully, then just he is telling to any friends who was standing the beside of that Visamranath, and he's telling, hey, did you see how is looking the face of this girl? I am not to marriage with this awkward girls. But who was the friend of Visamranath who was standing beside of Visamranath? That friend is telling to Visamranath, hey, let's marry her. You are comparing about of any other girl. It first you see to yourself, right? How are you looking and how many years old are you? About of that also you see to yourself. Like this matter, it was told by of his friends, and now Visamranath is not ready to accept of this matter. Means I am so old, whether also I am more poor than this girl's age, and just he is obdurated one a matter, and just he is stuck in the same place, and he is telling I am not to marriage. When Ramlal heard of that kind of a matter, means he is not wanting to marriage, Ramlal is asking, this is my ijat matter, please you marriage with my daughter. If you not marriage, then my ijat will be destroyed. So I am requesting to you, I am bowing the front of you, you marriage with my daughter. But like this, Ramlal started to plead, and when Ramlal started to plead the front of Visamranath is not paying off any little bit of pity the back of Ramlal, and only Visamranath is telling, you give me 5,000 story, I will manage. After that, Ramlal's any neighborhoods made understand of Ramlal, this is the matter of ijat. If you have 5,000, then you give that 5,000 on the feet of this Visamranath and get marriage. But Ramlal just went inside of the house, and he brought a bundle of knot, and his keeping of that bundle of knot on the feet of Visamranath. When Visamranath saw the bundle of knot, he became very happy, and just a smile spread it on the face of Visamranath, and he became to marriage. He became to ready to marriage with Bholi, and now just Visamranath is going to put of that garland in the neck of Bholi. Just Bholi is giving a jerk in the hand of Visamranath, that just a garland is fallen down in that fire stove, and she is telling with very clearly voice, I am not to marriage with you. Pitaji, I will not marriage with this so greedy man. I am ready to marriage with any old man, but I am not ready to marriage with any greedy man. I don't like of this greedy man. He is very great hunter. I don't like any hunter bridegroom in my life. When she spoke with very clarity, then all of the peoples in that canopy, just they all abacked. They all started to think of that, my God, I was thinking about of this girl, she is just like a dumb cow, but now she is speaking with very clearly, my God, where was she keeping to hiding of her experience? Like this matter, it was thought by every peoples who was included in that marriage, in that canopy. And now Bholi is telling to any other any others auntie who was belonging from her neighbor, and she is telling, auntie, am I telling right? I was ready to marriage with any old man, but I am not to ready to marriage with any greedy man. When all of the women heard the voice of Worry, they all started to mumble with each another. They all started to gossip with each another. And now Ramlal is coming the near of Wali and telling, what are you essentially? What are you talking? Now let's marriage with this Bisamranath. But Wali is telling, I am not to marriage Pitaji. You are giving me in the hand of any hunter. I am not to marriage with that hunter. He is not like for me. I am not like for him. Like this matter, it was told by Bholi. And when Ramlal heard the matter through the mouth of Wali, then for some times also Ramlal is made silent and Wali. Just all of the people started to say how much is she shameless girl, how much is she respectless girl, she is not knowing about the matter of any izzat and all. Like this matter, it was told by everyone in that cutout canopy. And now she is telling, Pitaji, you don't worry about of me. If my marriage again will not happen, I'm not wanting to marriage again with any person. If I will be left unmarried, then one day I will be supporter for our life. When you will be old and when you will be disabled for going anywhere, at that moment I will serve you living in your home and I will teach in that school from years. I have learned lots of the things for speaking, for doing of anything. In the same school, I will teach. Just in the corner of that cutout, her school headmistress was standing and she was watching a whole drama which was done by Wali. And now Wali is telling, ma'am, am I telling? What am I telling? Are you listening? What I am saying? Is it right or not? Just headmistress is nodding from the back way and she is telling, of course, you are right. And I am allowing of you to teach in the same school from where you have learned lots of the things in that school. You can teach being carefree. When, like this matter, it was told by that headmistress, then just Visamranath came out to being shameless, and just he is coming out from the courtyard, and when he is reaching in out of that house, just in outdoor, the brass band person were playing of that brass bands the song of farewell. But when those all brass bands were playing the song of that farewell, then just Visamranath is shouting on those all people, stop playing for brass band. Then all of the brass band people stopped for playing and they all knew that what happened with him, because all of the brass band persons saw him. Actually his head was exactly doorway and he was in very sinus mind. That's why all of the brass band person knew that I think something bad it has happened in that canopy. That's why this person hid in doorway and all of the members of marriage parties are gone away from that Wallace house, and this story is over there. I am telling to you all my student which story sentences I have explained the beyond all of you, that all sentences you must have understood, and if you may have understood to completely part of that story concept, I am telling to you, you use of these all sentences the front of the teacher in your class. You use of these all concept the front of those friends who is understanding to very well, very nice in English to English with them. Continually you keep on discussing. Sure, I am telling to you, one day you will become to very success in your life while talking, while making interaction with any person. Means in your mind there will not come of any diffident. There will not come of any sort of the problem. There will not come of any haggle while speaking. There will not come of any hustle in your life for making interaction. You follow it, which I have told of you at the end of this video. Again, I will visit in my next video. For till then, bye bye. Thank you.